On a quiet night, rain usually feels harmless. It taps gently on rooftops, cools the air, and somehow makes the world feel calmer. For most of human history, rain was seen as a blessing, something that brought life rather than danger. But here's a strange thought. What if the rain falling outside your window is not as pure as it looks? What if those tiny drops, drifting silently from the clouds, have already traveled hundreds of kilometers, picked up invisible chemicals, and gone through reactions that sound more like a laboratory experiment than a bedtime story? Tonight, we are not talking about storms or disasters. We are talking about acid rain, one of the most subtle environmental problems humans have ever created, and one of the easiest to overlook. Before we begin, if you enjoy calm science stories explained in a way that does not feel like homework, do not forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us keep turning complex science into stories you can actually enjoy before sleep. Now, let us start with something surprising. Acid rain does not fall straight out of factories. No one presses a button and releases acid clouds into the sky. In fact, the sky is just doing chemistry, quietly, patiently, and very efficiently. The real question is not what acid rain is, but how it slowly forms above us, without sound, without warning, and often far away from where it finally lands. So take a breath, imagine the clouds above you, and let us follow the journey of a single raindrop that is about to become a little less friendly. Oh, understand acid rain, we first need to understand something comforting. Rain is naturally a little acidic. Even clean rain has a mild acidity because carbon dioxide in the air dissolves into water and forms a weak acid. Nature has been doing this long before humans showed up. So acid rain is not about rain being acidic. It is about rain becoming too acidic. And that is where humans enter the story. When we burn fossil fuels like coal, oil, or gasoline, we release gases into the atmosphere. Two of these gases are especially important here: sulfur dioxide, also known as SO2, and nitrogen oxides, known as NO. These gases come from power plants, vehicles, factories, and heavy industry. They are invisible, which is unfortunate, because invisible problems are the easiest ones to ignore. Once released, these gases do not just hover politely above their source. They travel. Wind can carry them across regions, across borders, and sometimes across entire continents. So the pollution from one city can turn into acid rain in another country, which is why acid rain has always been an international problem rather than a local one. Now here's where the sky becomes a chemistry classroom. Up in the atmosphere, sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides meet oxygen, water vapor, and sunlight. Together, they react and transform into sulfuric acid and nitric acid. Yes, actual acids. Strong ones. These acids dissolve into tiny water droplets inside clouds, or attach themselves to dust particles floating in the air. By the time these droplets grow heavy enough to fall, they are no longer just water. They are rain with a chemical memory. And acid rain does not always fall as rain. Sometimes it appears as snow, fog, or even dry particles that settle quietly on buildings, trees, and soil, waiting for the next rainfall to activate them. This quiet version is especially tricky, because nothing looks wrong until damage slowly appears. Forests begin to weaken. Soil loses nutrients. Lakes become more acidic. And fish struggle to survive. Stone buildings, statues, and monuments begin to erode, not dramatically, but patiently, grain by grain. Acid rain is not loud. It does not rush. It waits. And that is what makes it so effective. The most interesting thing about acid rain is that it taught humans an important lesson. Not every environmental problem arrives with alarms and chaos. Some arrive gently, over decades, disguised as something ordinary. But there is good news. Unlike many global problems, acid rain is one we actually learned how to reduce. Cleaner energy, better filters in factories, improved vehicle emissions, and international agreements have significantly lowered acid rain levels in many parts of the world. In some regions, forests are slowly recovering. Lakes are becoming healthier again. The sky, it turns out, responds surprisingly well when we stop giving it the wrong ingredients. Acid rain reminds us that the atmosphere is not separate from us. It is part of the same system we live in, breathe from, and depend on every day. Every small decision, every source of energy, every improvement in technology changes what eventually falls back to Earth. And perhaps that is the most comforting thought to take into the night. That quiet changes matter. As the rain outside continues its gentle rhythm, remember that science is not just about equations and reactions. It is about understanding how our actions echo through the world, even when we cannot see them. Thank you for spending this quiet moment with us. If you enjoyed this story, do not forget to like and subscribe for more calm science before sleep. Now, take a deep breath, let your thoughts slow down, and rest. Good night, and sleep well.